Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman Battle Network. In the last part, we beat Fireman and then started our second crisis immediately. So let's continue on, shall we? Well that doesn't sound good. Lan, I know how you feel, really. But you better let me handle this one. Yeah, right. Check it out. Gutsman and I are the bomb. Yeah, right. Dex, I don't think you'll be able to do it alone. Let's go, Gutsman! Maybe you should let Lan... Quiet! I'm trying to concentrate. Jacket, Gutsman.exe. Go! Hear those viruses come? Yeah! Yeah! Whoa, hey, what the? Hey! Ah! Yipes, help! Bum ba dum bum bum bum. They got him. Dex, do you have a backup? Yeah. That's a relief. Okay, Lan, you're up. Show us your stuff. Lan, please. Let's do it, Lan. Okay, fine, fine. Megaman, let's go for it. But first, talk to Roll. Roll? Don't be too hard on Megaman. He's one of your friends, too. If you want, you can bring my Navi Roll with you. I'm sure she can help out Megaman. And we get Roll R. The Roll chips are deceptively useful, by the way. It's the first Navi chip in the game. Pretty much Navi chips summon the power of the net Navi that they are of. Roll does a set amount of damage and then heals you. And honestly, the Roll chips are always in my folder. The net looks so different. World 3 must have done this. We'll have to fix the net later. Mega Man. First, let's find the program locking the doors. Roger. And if you come down here, there's Glide, who I'm just going to talk to for no reason. Instead, bring up the fact that the music is about to get really cool because it's actually the main theme of the game, technically speaking. Ah, there it is. And we got our first new virus in this area. Flappies? Yeah, Flappies. They like to jump all over the place. Around the third or fourth jump, they'll actually become this giant steel golem like that. Crack the floor. When the floor is cracked, as I showed off in the Gutsman fight, you can stand on it once, but if you leave the spot, it'll break. So, yeah. And in this area, there's actually going to be quite a few new viruses. However, there's still a lot of Metools and, Metars. Metars, rather, because, Battle Network. And, two other new viruses we'll be seeing later on. There's also a lot of Canogems in here. But up here we got 800 Zenny, that's always good. And here we got our second new one. I think these are B-Tanks. They like to walk up and down in their column, and every now and then they'll fire a bomb that'll actually, it'll aim towards you and it'll blow up the entire column you're on unless you're on the top or bottom square of the column, in which case it'll only blow up that one and the middle. They're not that hard, honestly. Honestly, they're not that hard at all. They also are the, big guys that give you the little bomb chips, so if you need some of those, just go for them. But I'm just gonna stab him in the face. Honestly, there's always something satisfying about throwing a sword in someone's face like that. And great passwords. We have to enter a passcode, huh? Lan, how many chairs are in the classroom for 5A? Hang on, I'll go check. When you find out, hit the L button. Then I'll input the passcode. The big gimmick with this area is that there are a lot of passwords you have to do like this. Some of them are set, some are random. There are 9 chairs in 5A, I'll tell you that for a fact. And that'll always be the answer for this one. Cool, it worked! We can get in. Thanks, Lan. Right on, we did it. Lan, the door should open now. Thanks, I'll get everyone outside. And by that, he means he'll keep them all inside until the end of the mission. And over here we got High Cannon Eye. That is actually deceptively useful. High Cannon is pretty much an upgraded cannon. However, I'm still going to keep the normal cannons in my inventory for now. I'll start replacing them once I get the other high cannons, which I think are H and J, or are they J and K? I can't remember. And here we got the third new virus here, Spookies. They'll never, when you go into the same row as them, they'll teleport to a different row, and after a while they'll teleport in front of you and try to hit you with their tongue. I forget if it's later games that introduced the idea that they can actually heal themselves and their party members, but they can in later games for a fact. I'm not sure about this one, though. And this is the roll chip, which I mentioned earlier. She'll teleport to the nearest enemy, hit them a couple times, and then heal you. However, luckily, like I mentioned last part, your health gets restored after every battle. Also, one thing I'd like to mention at this point is the fact that there is actually a remake for this game. In Japan. Oh, great library codes. Lan, so I need to find out how many volumes of history of the world there are? Right? Okay, be right back. Call me with the L button when you find out. Yeah, in this game did get a remake in Japan that actually had a new, an entirely new day added to it. That, crossed over with the Megaman Star Force series. Basically, I think it was Clockman showed up out of nowhere and, took Roll and, Lyra Note, or Harp Note, at least in the games, and kidnapped them, brought them back in time, tried to make them both his brides. It's weird. Anyway, there are 30 books, so there's that. We never got the DS remake for some reason, because it was a DS game. I wish we did. Then again, Capcom just hates Mega Man, as of recent times. Aside from Project Cross Zone, which is awesome, by the way. But it's been out for, like, what, over a year? What? No hit? Well, let's just try anything. Yes, at this point, they'll start introducing random ones. What I like to do is start at 50, which was for some reason the answer to this one. But after that, you want to go by halves. Like, if it's too high, go to 75, or too low, go to 25. If it's too high at 25, go to 12, etc., etc. Anyway, there's 2 doors in this area. This one's the one that's required, and it requires the number of doors in the school, which I'm going to admit I get wrong the first couple times, because I'm not sure if it counts the double doors. It's also at this point that you can finally head back downstairs. In fact, this is one of the very few missions in... Actually, no, I think Battle Network 1 in general does this a lot, where you actually get to control land more often. But I'll tell you right now, there are 15 doors in the school. I forget there's actually a pathway past these double doors up here. So I guess 13? Which is not that far off. There are actually 15, as I mentioned just a minute ago. Actually, I should mention, the random passwords change after a bit, but the set ones are always the same. And this is the way you're supposed to go, but there is, in fact, another path I can go that's a bit towards the southwest, as you can see right there. So I need to go and do that after a random battle interrupts me. Also, if I recall correctly, in Battle Network 1, you cannot press the L button when it's your turn to when you choose chips to run away. I think in this game, you can only run away by using the escape chip. Which, honestly, I don't think I'll ever be using. Honestly, the random passwords are just annoying more than anything. And down here we got an HP memory. That's always useful. And now we need to continue on and actually get towards the end of the area. This area is actually kind of long, but at the same time kind of not. There's 5 areas to it, but they're actually rather tiny. And yet it still takes up this entire part. This part was actually originally around 25 minutes, I recall correctly. And we got the final virus of this area. Those little hand guys, they are handies. Yeah, I know, creative name, right? What they'll do is that they'll teleport to the front of their side of the battlefield and place a bomb on the front of yours. Enemies can teleport into it and damage themselves. The bomb will damage you if you don't blow it up, and then the handies will move to a random point in the back of the field. At least I think it's random. Their pattern would be changed in later games, where they would stand still once they placed the bomb. Ouch, cannon to the face, that's gotta hurt. And a Recuv 10, not that useful because I already have a Recuv 30 and 50. Oh god! Whoa, land! What's wrong? Sorry, I'm stuck in a trap. I can't move. Where are you? Near the AV room. Sorry. Don't worry, I'll check it out. And the AV room is... right here. Or right here. Whoa! Sorry. Wait, huh? What's going on? It's a good question there, Lan. Anyway, you need to investigate the top right computer right here, and you'll see it's full, you have to restart it, and he's all good. Lan, thanks. Told you I'd get you out. There's actually an item to this path up here, but I forget that momentarily, and then I remember. But actually, in this fight, I got something rather useful. It's a chip I didn't use much in 2 or 3, but I will be using it a bit in this game. That is the Invis chip. Pretty much, it's a temporary invulnerability state. And that's kind of broken. It's only in Invis 1, so it doesn't last long, but later versions of it will get extremely useful. In fact, my final folder, I plan to have 3 Invis 3s. I love this song. I think this is actually technically considered the game's hero theme, although it's not really played often from what I recall. And over here we got a rather important thing, a Cannon C. That actually gives us access to what is my first program, Advance. Pretty much if you use Cannon A, B, C in that order, you'll get Zeta Cannon, which is a temporary invulnerability state in which you can use Cannon multiple times. In later games, they get enhanced, though. We need to go find an ID card for verification for this door. Yay. Later versions of Zeta Cannon would have it do multiple hits instead of one at a time, and in 4 through onwards, it get upgraded to Giga Cannon, in which case it's one strong, concentrated attack. And I prefer that. Anyway, Miss Mari's in this room right here. And, whoa, that's kinky. Help her? No! Okay. Let's help her out, because we're good people, right? No, who am I kidding? And we got the school ID. Booyah! But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Megaman Battle Network, we'll be continuing on, finishing this crisis off, and seeing who awaits at the end of the net area. See you guys then.